Okay, here we are at Clarke on a beautiful summery looking day, although it's the middle of winter. We're previewing our next sale, which is this Sunday starting at 10 a.m. and we have a bevy of items. Okay, let's go ahead here. We're going to start with this. This is a wonderful pair of 19th century French faience enamel and what they call Carlene Urns. Beautiful paintwork on this side, and on the other side, look at the colouring and the luster and the beautiful workmanship on this. Look at the size, sort of Persian design, extra rare, extra large. We have a pair of these. I believe these are estimated 8 to 12,000. Right here, look at this wonderful looking sculpture. It's by a very rare African artist. I believe his name is Bernhard Matamera. Nice large size, wonderfully executed. Below that we have a lot of custom furniture. This is probably Italian, but wonderful quality reproduction of a sort of Louis XV1 bureau plat, parquetry or marquetry inlay, bronze mounts. Over here from the same estate, similar, nice serpentine front, thick marble, all the inlays, bronze mounted, but custom quality, newer. Above that we have a wonderful Italian 19th century mirror with a urn crown, nice big size. We have lots of decorative items to sale, great for the Valentine's sale. We've lots of pairs of candelabras, all came from Long Island. There's a wonderful bronze pair with the rouge marble below. Nice pair of Louis XV style bronze mounted marble inset pedestals. We have lots of carpets in this sale. We start with this one on the floor, keep an eye out for them. This is what they call a Carmen, nice antique Carmen, probably from the 20s. Over here, from our mid-century section, this is a very rare cabinet. This is by Finzul, does not come off very often. Nice with the tambour front. Atop that we have a wonderful alabaster, one of the favourite pieces of sculpture in the sale. This is by Armando Amaya, Maya Armando. Mexican artist, wonderful sculpture, wonderfully executed, beautiful shape. Before we go in the main room, we have a nice Steinway upright. Good sound off the piano, nice black lacquer as the people like it, good size, Steinway and Sons. This one's estimated 1,015. Okay, into the main room, and as you can see, we are absolutely loaded, so it's a great sale for investments, for buying for your Valentine's Day with lots of jewelry and stuff. Okay, over here, lots of opaline glass. These are all in small little lots, so they're good for gifts if you need any. Little vanity boxes, tazas. Below here, nice little arts and crafts lamp. As usual, we have our regular sprinkling of lalique. Up here we have vanity boxes again. Lots of little, what they call cabinet bronzes. For example, this is one lot. Clocks, Le Coulter. We have this mid-century vase. Nice rare vase. We have lots of Royal Copenhagen. We've got some extra large Royal Copenhagen. This one here is pretty rare. Of that nude couple having a laugh there on the rock. We got nice cut glass baccarat over there. Speaking of glass, we have 3 wonderful lots of Dale Chihuly. We have this lot here, I believe this is green parrot in the Persian style. Then we have mocha. So these 3 are all separate lots, and I believe they're estimated 1,000 to 15 each. Above this we have our usual sprinkling of clocks, art glass. We have 2 lots, speaking of Royal Copenhagen, this is 2 lots of what they call Flora Danica. We have the tureen on the base and the reticulated bowl, quite rare. Moving right along into the mid-century, we have a complete bedroom set of this Paul Frankel. We have a long chest, 2 end tables, bed, mirror, vanity and bench. Here we have a set of 5 Brazilian rosewood and leather chairs. Beautiful lines to them. I believe we have 4 sides and 1 arm. Here we have a rare Paul McCabe for Calvin, I believe, but it's an executive desk. Lots of end tables by Frankel and stuff. Saarinen, nice big oval table, Saarinen table by Knoll. Tulip table with the chairs. Nice for our mid-century buyers. We have a nice, this is a contemporary, came from Greenwich, Connecticut. Nice 3-drawer desk on this metal base. We have lots of mid-century chests. Back to the used furniture again. We got a great collection from New Rochelle of really super quality, custom quality, newer furniture, but reproduction. Look at this beautiful inlay. Sort of like a U-wid with the banding. This chinoiserie decorated secretary. This came from Greenwich. Wonderful interior on it, look. Very decorative. A few small little nicks and chips in the finish. Here we have an Empire, a Biedermeier desk, leather top desk. Nice with the side locks on it. Top this we have after Remington Bronze, a rare one to find. You don't usually find this one. Nicely with the paint enamel work on it as well. We have a pair of these Louis XV style chairs. Over here, a wonderful, I know the locals love these, wonderful patina, beautiful French little harvest table with the drawer on the bottom. Lots of sets of used chairs. In one lot, we have two of these, what they call dessert tables, probably 19th century French, nice quality, nice bronze work on them, but we have two of them in the one lot. Here we have a banded, probably Baker sideboard. Atop this, a beautiful, from Greenwich, 19th century sort of Adirondack style mirror with the antlers, and throw your coat in, you come in the door, it'll hang right up on top of those antlers. And from a Larchmont estate here, we have this wonderful Gothic style cabinet, absolutely beautifully carved. These were the bee's knees years ago. Hopefully they still are. This one actually is signed, unusual. And as usual, I can't open, yeah, see, signed right in there. You know, the cameraman's falling on top of me here. See, it was signed right in there, Jacques. Moving along, pairs of French chairs. Here's a wonderful, nice big wide pair of what I would call Adam-style demi-lune carved console tables. They love these in the old Georgian houses in Ireland. Atop that, here's one of a large pair of gilt bronze putti form oil lamps. They're now mounted as lamps, but nice big large size. Great gilding, great quality, lots of mirrors. So we have a pair of these eagle crown, 19th century eagle crown mirrors up here. Below that, the people love these, the mid-century guys love these. This is a ruffled giltwood, nicely fluted and carved mirror. Keeping an eye on carpets, big large saruk here. Atop the saruk, we have another custom banded table. This table actually comes with the sideboard. Sitting on top of the table from a Larchmont home, we have a wonderful pair of Majolica urns now as lamps. Great colors in these, beautiful. Probably some English maker. Here we have a nice custom quality chest, probably Ralph Lauren or something. And here from Rye, beautiful bronze mounted, I would say Empire style vitrine cabinet. Eagle carving on it, nude ladies, everything you need in a cabinet. Okay, one of my favorite groupings in the sale. These are all individually lotted, but we have a selection of little miniature cabinets, all wonderful 19th century, beautiful made, Louis XV style, bronze mounted. The best one, I believe, in my opinion, is of course this one, little Italian cookie corner demi-lune. Slightly faded, wonderful inlay, but great age, but inlaid all over as you would like it. That would finish magnificently. Below that, a pair of French style commodes. Atop this wonderful Empire desk here, one lot, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 are what they call sit-on toys. Like this train, the kid would sit on the top and pedal to school. In fact, I might get my little guy rather than paying for a bus on that. Then we have quite rare, we have this Zeppelin. So these are 5 toys, all one lot. That's sort of stuff I like. Right here, this is rosewood banded leather top. Nice classical style Regency 2-drawer desk. More sideboards here. Wonderful Venetian mirror, nice big size here. Clock below it, lots of clocks in the sale. And up on top, probably from the 60s, judging by that crackly looking mirror in the middle and the black flowers, a very decorative sort of sunburst. Moving right along, get you out of here quickly. Rare, little, wonderful size, rosewood and mirror back leather top, little writing desk, absolutely wonderful. You don't see these too often. In the back room, as you can see, has loads of stuff. Don't even go in there, Steve. We don't want to get involved. We've got slot machines, carved cabinets, antique dressers, open front bookcases. And here, in our musical vein, we have this, I don't know, is it a harpsichord or what it is, but it looks like a harp inside here. It's rosewood. It came from the estate of a Swedish person in Rye. Has a great sound to it. Nice size, wonderful patina on the cabinet. Here we have a marble top, I suppose you'd call it Empire style, wonderful gilding on the bronze fireplace. Pair of mid-century sort of blackamoor style lamps, beautiful with the matching shades. Saruks below, Art Deco cabinets. Pairs of Baker chairs. Wonderful Silas Shondal, sort of freeform table here with a brutalist menorah, nicely heavy-duty menorah on top of that. You won't be lifting that. Here, in the mid-century, you're going to love this. I believe it's a Papa Bear chair, an ottoman. Has some little label work on below the ottoman there. See it here, over there. In the same vein, before I finish here, we have a pair of these, these are Franz and Sons. Nice to have a pair of love seats with the basket weave finish on them in rosewood. We're selling them individually, but really nice. Seems to be a lot of interest in this pair of chairs. I presume they were Gibbings, I don't know, but it seems to be a lot of interest in nice low, nice lines. Large blackamoor here, look at this fella. Great to welcome me in the house on night after coming home on a Saturday night. Lots of cabinets over here. We have lots of art glass. We have Asian stuff that Senko will get to. Over here we have lots of porcelains. Down here a nice gilt bronze Sevres clock. Look at the wonderful gilding on that. Big Lalique bowl here. And with that, I am going to say goodbye, and I'm going to hand you over to the next appraiser. I don't know who it is, but I look forward to seeing you. Previews Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, noon to 6, sale at 10 a.m. See you then. Thank you.
Will Schweller here, previewing some of the standout fine art lots from Clarke Auction's February 10th sale. I'd like to start out with a pair of bronze sculptures by the contemporary artist Leslie Dill. These two sculptures are actually one work called Double Copper Poem Suits. They're like a thin piece of copper, sort of made to resemble clothing, that has text attached to it that's actually an Emily Dickinson poem. These sculptures, being sold at a $3,000 to $5,000 estimate for the pair, came out of a corporate collection from White Plains. This work here is a David Berliak oil on canvas floral still life. For those of you who follow our sales, you may have noticed that this was in last month's auction, but it's returned to this sale because of a bad bidder named Hannelore Fryer from Germany. This work is being sold at a $1,500 to $2,500 estimate and is a really standout Berliak. The use of texture to depict sunflowers and other flowers in this bouquet is really standout. The work is signed in the note there. Below that, we have a work from William Watson, dated 1901. This is a painting of Highland cattle, as well as sort of a herder and a border collie in a presumably Scottish mountain setting. You have the heather and the roaring waters of a Scottish waterway. Watson's known for his depictions of cattle and sheep, and this is a really just phenomenal example of the various textured tones of the different cattle. Work has a $1,000 to $1,500 estimate and came out of a Larchmont collection. Moving down the line here, we have a photograph from the Australian artist Peter Lick. This work's titled Bella Luna and is number 397 from an edition of 950. There's a certificate of authenticity on the back, and the work is being sold at a $1,000 to $1,500 estimate. Came out of a collection in Staten Island and is truly just a beautiful work of large format photography. Here we have a painting, an oil on canvas laid down to board by the Polish painter Jan Stajka. Stajka was painting in the late 19th and early 20th century, and this work depicts the Old Testament prophetess Huldah speaking in front of a fire in a crowd. This work has a $2,000 to $3,000 estimate and is coming out of a Connecticut collection. It's really a gripping work. There's a lot of emotion going on, especially with the prophetess with her arms outstretched. Below that, we have something a little more serene, a landscape by the Dutch painter Willem Knip, depicting a harbor in Saint-Tropez. The use of color here to really capture the Mediterranean light is quite vibrant, and the work is dated 1937. This painting is a $2,000 to $3,000 estimate and actually came out of the same Connecticut collection as the Stajka. If we pop over here to the corner, we have a mezzotint by the contemporary American artist Craig Macpherson. This piece depicts FDR Drive looking south. You can see the 57th Street Bridge there. This piece has an $8,000 to $1,200 estimate. Bumping over to the other wall here, we have a rather large oil on canvas by the contemporary Taiwanese painter Jixin Wu. This painting is called Neon Crowd and was painted when the artist was working at a residency in San Francisco. And it really captures sort of the moody atmosphere of a crowded night street on a rainy day. The piece is from 2000 and is being sold at a $3,000 to $5,000 estimate. The next work we have here is a Moses Sawyer oil on linen titled Gian Pregnant. It depicts a pregnant woman sitting next to a vase of flowers. And it has an American Contemporary Art Gallery label on the back. This work has a $1,500 to $2,500 estimate and came out of a Greenwich, Connecticut collection. We have here a watercolor on board by Henry Gasser, an American artist who's known for his New Jersey scenes as well as his depictions of Italy. This is a Venice scene. This work has a $400 to $600 estimate and is signed and sort of identified as a Venice scene in the lower right. Below that we have an illegibly signed Old Master watercolor in wash on paper. It either says Gandolfi or Gandolfi or something like that in the lower right. And the work is a series of figure studies of bearded figures as well as younger faces, and has a $300 to $500 estimate. This came out of a Long Island collection. Across the way here we have a beach scene by the contemporary painter André Guisson. This is one of 4 Guissons in the sale and is being sold at a $300 to $500 estimate. This work came out of a Long Island collection. Above that we have a Belgian landscape by the American painter Haley Lever. This work's from the early part of the 20th century, I believe 1905, and has a $1,000 to $1,500 estimate. And lastly, up in this front gallery, we have a work by the contemporary Scottish painter Peter Nardini titled A View of Barca. It's an interesting mixed media on board depicting this European townscape with sort of a bunch of metallic tones. You know, if you can sort of see it in the light, it really has quite the luster to it. This work has a $300 to $500 estimate. From a Queens, New York collection, we have a sort of photorealist painting by the American painter Douglas Hoffman. This work, titled Fran with Albums, depicts a woman listening to Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. The work's from 1969 and has a $1,000 to $1,500 estimate. In this corner of the gallery, we have a collection of Old Master paintings, including a portrait of a martyr, as well as a depiction of the sort of scene below the crucifixion. We have portraits of various saints, as well as a depiction of Christ clearing the temple. Above that, we have a 19th century work by the German painter Karl Lasch of children in a wheelbarrow. Here we have a Haley Lever from a similar period as the Belgian landscape in the front, though this is an English landscape of hayfields. Below that, we have a Peter Bellemare, Monhegan, Maine coastal scene. And here we have, back in the sale, a presumably 17th century portrait of a beggar. To wrap up, I'd like to show you 2 last paintings. Here's a rare floral still life by the 20th century Luxembourgian painter Auguste Tremont. This painting has an $800 to $1,200 estimate and came out of a local Larchmont collection. And below that, we have an oil on board by the American painter George Ames Aldrich. This is a Normand canal scene, has striking late afternoon colors. I didn't get to touch on every painting, so please check out our catalog at www.clarkeny.com. The sale starts at 10 in the morning on the 10th, and if you have any questions, feel free to give the gallery a call. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Senko, and I'm going to walk you through some of our highlights for the Asian works in our Sunday, February 10th sale. We'll start here with a pop of color. This is a reticulated Jung-Tae double-walled vase. This vase is decorated in a floral brocade pattern with these 2 gilded elephant heads. See, the tusks are still there. Just great porcelain decoration. This particular type of incised enamel work came to popularity under the Qianlong Emperor. Qianlong mark on the underside, probably apocryphal. The double walls are meant to allow the viewer to see through these reticulated panels with these dragons here into the interior, where you have these scenes of playing children and an inscription that means happiness. Both the interior and the underside are enameled in this beautiful, strong turquoise glaze. The estimate on this is $1,500 to $2,500. Next, we have a pair of kind of a rare form of boxes. This is in the form of a suzu, which is a Japanese Shinto bell. The lacquer is beautiful. You have this burnished gold on the top that still gives you a little bit of the wood grain underneath, with this red and white silk kumihimo braided cord. On the interior, we have these gold and silver flakes that have been applied to a red lacquer. Really beautiful. And this box is illustrated in a book on decorative boxes from 1970. Paired with it, we have burnished gold lacquer pear as well, this with a plain black interior. Estimate is $400 to $600. Cute little forms. Continuing with our lacquer collection, this pair of boxes here, we have Hiramakie and Takamakie decorated tebako, which just means hand-sized box, with sparrows and flowers and this beautiful silver and gold sprayed makie decoration here. Paired with it is this little fan-shaped box that I love because this is a really delicate little box. This is essentially Japanese paper mache. It's little bits of lacquer-infused cloth that have been built up into this delicate little form. Finally, we have tabakobon, which is a smoking set. You'll find here there are these raised decorations of cranes and plum blossoms with 2 silver braziers that come out. Copper interior. And you would have found here, normally with these swinging elements, you would be able to set a pipe on top of them. 3 little drawers, interiors all lacquered in black with this makie sprayed decoration. The estimate on this is $2,000 to $3,000. That's all for our Asian highlights. There's a lot more online. Take a look and give us a call if you have questions. We'll see you on Sunday.
Hi, and welcome to the auction preview for February 10th of jewelry and silver. We'll start here with this really interesting Victorian silver overlay claret jug with the turquoise inlay. Unusual example, estimated at $300 to $500. Assorted grouping of sterling and silver plate, all named couture pieces. So we have Christoffel, another Christoffel, there's some George Jensen, there's a pair of these bowls which are Tiffany, so pair of them, all George Jensen acorn serving pieces, sugar tongs, caviar spoons, etc. all together at $400 to $600. Late 19th century, I believe it's 1895, Victorian English silver salver with an armorial crest in the center. Really beautiful example of a cruet set. Right here we have all of these pieces, all are original except for one, which I believe is right here. You can see that this is the cut glass, where all of the other glass pieces have these interesting circular design. This is by George and John Angel, and it's in beautiful condition, really nice set. Walker and Hall sterling tea service, English silver. But what I want you to take a look at here is the snake motif to the handles. So you can see that here, but a really nice part is right here. So you can see the double snake head. Really nice. The 2 lidded items are missing the finials, but aside from that, they're in very good condition with a pre-sale estimate of $2,500 to $3,500. C.J. Vander English silver tea service, 4 pieces with the sterling tray. Really nice, the shell motif to the border, etched design, wood handles, really a nice service. And this is one of 2 large groupings of Tiffany & Company sterling serving pieces. So you can just take a look at the patterns here. I mean, this is one of those berry casserole spoons that we have so often. And this is all together at $600 to $800. Wallace Sir Christopher flatware service came in on a walk-in Wednesday. Nice example, $1,000 to $1,500. And this is also one of 2 large groupings of vanity jars and accessories. So you can see here, these are the nicer of the examples in this grouping. Large perfume or scent bottle with the tortoise inlaid lid, guilloche enamel, brass lidded inkwell, and a bunch of other little vanity jars and accoutrements, but the winner here is clearly the crab because he's really just sweet. I can't find a mark on him, but he's sweet as can be with the silver mounts for his claws and legs. for lack of a better word to use. All of these together at 300 to 500. Or I believe this is 400 to 600, and there's a second grouping at 300 to 500. American sterling hollowware grouping. So we have this nice basket, intricate design, some lattice work to the interior of the bowl, with a near matched tray. So not the same maker, but a similar design, both together at 800 to 1200. Moving on to all of the watches in this sale. So we'll start, this came from Maryland, and this is a ladies two-tone Oyster Perpetual watch with the original receipt and the Rolex pamphlet here. So we have all that information, the Jubilee band, together at 1500 to 2500. Ladies Jules Jurgensen 14 karat gold watch out of Irvington. Here we have an Omega 18 karat gold watch out of Yonkers. A Jules Jurgensen men's 18 karat gold day date just watch, really a nice space. It's a really handsome watch at 400 to 600. Patek Philippe, again out of Irvington, 1000 to 1500 with the original box, and then it has some, this is just a paper where it had been serviced at one point. So a really beautiful case here. Nice vintage Patek. And then a ladies Cartier. And then moving on to some diamonds. So we have a lot of unmounted stones with the settings. Beautiful stone here, 1.25 carat round brilliant cut diamond. It is E color and VVS2 clarity, which is beautiful. So if we can just take a look at it on my hand there. And then the setting that it comes in, it is flanked by these larger, about a 1/4 carat pear-shaped stones. So really beautiful at 9,000 to 11,000. Next up is this ring grouping. So it does come with the wedding band and the engagement ring. So again, this is 1.03 carats, and it is G color and VS2 clarity, flanked by the tapered baguettes, and accompanied by this little straight and tapered baguette wedding band. This is at 6,000 to 9,000 with the GIA report. This is not a diamond, but it is a star sapphire. Really a beautiful example. Nice 6-sided astericism, and it does come with the GIA report stating that it is a Sri Lankan star sapphire that has been untreated and undyed. So it is quite a nice example. So again, if you want to look at that on my hand here, and it comes with a beautiful setting. So with the tapered and round baguettes. And this is at 15,000 to 2,500. So moving on to some gold here, we have a 14 karat gold herringbone chain. This is a grouping from one of our Walk-in Wednesday appraisal days, all Arthur King earrings. So he was a modernist jewelry designer, and these are great examples of his work. So we have, I believe they're rubies, but I'm going to call them red cabochons, angel skin coral, and pearls. And the star of the jewelry for this sale is this 2.51 round brilliant cut diamond. It is E color and VS1 clarity. Comes with the full GIA report that I did obtain myself. Estimate of 20,000 to 25,000. And this is the band that it came with. So they lived together for quite some time. And this is about 3.4 carats of diamonds, G color, VS1 clarity, 1,000 to 1,500. This is a 14 karat gold bracelet, really just a nice design. So it has the ribbed design to the bracelet portion, and then these oversized clasps. And this is estimated at 12,000 to 1,600. This is great, articulated snake bracelet. You can just see how wonderfully this was made in this movement. It has the enamel decoration to the head, opals and sapphires, 6,000 to 900. Two separately lotted items, both by La Nouvelle Bag. 18 karat gold with enamel decoration, kind of a little bit funky design to the enamel with the mottled finish or the variations in color. 15,000 to 2,000 and 1,000 to 1,500. 18 karat gold graduated necklace, 400 to 600. Really wonderful, kind of reminded me of George Jensen at first, but actually it's by Pure Smed, who is another, he's a Norwegian artist who came over. He has permanent examples of his work in the Met, MoMA, etc. I believe also the Brooklyn Museum. He did a lot of work with sterling, jewelry, and bronze work. He's a really interesting artist that I was unfamiliar with prior to now, but he is in at 300 to 500, and it's also a phoenix, which is my dog's name, so I like that also for that reason. This is a gold grouping. Diamonds and 14 karat gold chain, but this is just a really cool smoky quartz ring. Just a nice look to it. I like it a lot. This is at 400 to 600. Moving on to some rings. This is H. Stern Aquamarine with a surround of straight baguettes, and it does come with an enhancer. So I just want to wiggle this out. It is marked for H. Stern, and then with this enhancer. So this is at 800 to 1,000. Next is a sweet little platinum wedding band. So the nice part here is that although it's an eternity band, it alternates between straight baguettes and round brilliants. 14 karat yellow gold with a central turquoise and a surround of diamond and sapphire accents. 18 karat gold with diamond accents, just a really nice little ring. It's really got a nice look to it. Hermes, the horse bit ring, again a great look, 200 to 300 on this piece. This is French platinum rolling band ring, kind of in the Cartier style. A nice look to this ring. One of our many mixed groupings for this sale. We have 14 karat in tiger's eye, 14 karat in lapis, amethyst, and this is again is a little star sapphire. Not as nice in the astericism, which is the phenomenal characteristic of these stones, but you can still see it there a bit. All of these together at 500 to 700. Seidel Gang, 18 karat gold, hand hammered finish, central colored gems with diamond accents. And then this again is Seidel Gang, 18 karat gold, man seated with a bird or an eagle or a hawk and a staff. But just look at the detailing in this crack where the diamonds come through. It's really wonderful. It's wonderfully made, fully signed on the back. You can just see how wonderfully crafted this is. 18 karat gold Italian bird, enamel decoration in diamonds. Again, just a beautiful piece. You can see the nice diamonds. Same estate as our big diamond. We have this 14 karat and platinum sapphire and diamond floral bouquet brooch. Kind of a Etruscan revival 18 karat gold brooch with diamonds. 1,000 to 1,500. Hammerman Brothers ring, one of my favorite pieces in the sale. Just interesting design here. So we have the diamond accents, kind of the barrel form here, but beautiful. Really a nice ring. Fully marked on the interior. Art Deco earrings, they're fantastic. They're just a perfect size. They're not too big. I may or may not have tried them on more than once. Estimate of 2,000 to 3,000, and just beautifully crafted. So old European and round brilliant cut diamonds, blue enamel work, beautiful. This is a 14 karat gold vintage bracelet, again beautifully articulated with bands of round brilliant cut diamonds, about 6 carats in total. And this is estimated at 4,000 to 6,000. We're just going to jump back over here. This is Elsa Peretti for Tiffany & Company, an 18 karat gold mesh necklace. This is 18 karat gold, estimated at 1,000 to 1,500, and we also have her sterling example. There are some losses here, but it can be repaired at Tiffany. Amber necklace, graduated beads. For the first time, I actually obtained a GIA report for this necklace. So it is actual amber, no doubt about it. It's been tested with a full appraisal here. A little grouping at 300 to 500, 14 karat gold and diamond men's ring, and then this little sweet, about 3/4 of a carat, round brilliant cut diamond in platinum. So those two together at 300 to 500. This is also out of Irvington. This is Museum of Modern Art, 14 karat gold and sapphire cabochon necklace, floral designed, again beautifully articulated. It really shows the quality of work. This is actually so sweet, just in time for Valentine's Day. Tiffany & Company, Cupid's arrow with the diamond accents at 300 to 500. And then out of Irvington, we have this sweet pave heart ring. So this is at 400 to 600. Eileen Joy, contemporary artist. Her work is known to have been worn by Sarah Jessica Parker, among others, at 400 to 600. We have the nice pendant here, the matte finish to the gold work, and the diamond accents. Tiffany and Company, organic, kind of looks like an apple to me, but $400 to $600 for this 18 karat gold necklace and chain. This is 18 karat gold aquamarine with diamond accents. I believe this is a later added bail on this really wonderful 14 karat gold necklace. But you can just see where the diamonds were placed. So it's really nice quality. And then it has this round ring hoop here to put a pendant just like this. So it's really quite perfect. It may have been custom. This is at $800 to $1,000. This is Vahe Nalchayam, who is also a contemporary gold artist. Again, with the leather strap, the matte finish to the gold work, another heart just in time for Valentine's Day, and it is fully marked on the pendant and clasp. This came in on one of our Walk on Wednesday appraisal days, and I'm just in love with him. It's a little Bulgari figural brooch of a Native American warrior. He's really wonderful with the enamel work. Great piece at $1,000 to $1,500. Here we have green tourmaline and diamonds, a little sweet, comes with an appraisal from a few years back, which puts it at an insurance replacement of over $3,000. Here to sell at $400 to $600. Great 14 karat gold bracelet, heavy links, really nice piece, great looking. I believe it's $1,000 to $1,500. Gold bracelets. This is probably my favorite. It's a tricolor, so it's got the rose, white, and yellow gold. All three at $400 to $600. This is a signed squash blossom necklace, so early piece, signed Tom G. I can't find anything on this artist, but I welcome all of you to look him up, and I hope he's someone wonderful. He's here to sell at $300 to $500. And my absolute favorite piece in this sale, this is by Arthur Zimmerman, and it is a carved rock crystal owl with 18 karat yellow gold mounts. Not only is he cute as a button, but he is just wonderfully detailed. The craftsmanship is outstanding. You can see all the details to the feathers here. Really little pointy nails, but beautifully detailed. And you can see the signature right here. It's an AZ. Really just a sweet little guy at $800 to $1,200. The last example of his work that was an owl was carved from amethyst, and it sold for $17,000 at Bonham's a few years back. So I'm interested to see what this guy brings. And that wraps it up for my selection of jewelry, silver, and other decorative items for February 10th, and we hope to see you there.